Hi.
Hi,
What's going on?
nothing much.
We
I
still
just
have the
completely
bell
forgot what
from
day of the
last
week it
week.
was.
Oh, yeah, that's fair. Well, we did move it, and I think we haven't done it the past 2 weekends. So being Saturday instead of Sunday is what it is.
We've
We've
been
just been
having.
talking about hiring contractors and things to pay attention. Well, the thing for me right now is getting contractors to work with that aren't like excessively expensive or horribly unreliable. there, there's a balance there. But I've been trying to use what's it called? Thumbtack. I have not had good luck with people on Thumbtack at all so far.
I've never had good luck with Thumbtack. Just
Yeah.
I
Likewise,
don't know.
even here at home, I don't have really rapport with people from Thumbtack either.
Oh, so everybody has, yeah, because I heard Dion mention Thumbtack, and I was like, oh, okay, I can try some people out from here. Everyone's been either expensive or terrible to work with. Like the one guy that like bid the job, did all the measurements, went home, said he did the work for it, and then just like ghosted. He was from Thumbtack, and then I had somebody come quote to mow the grass on my apartment building. There's not much grass. It might take like 10 or 15 minutes. And they quoted $125 a week to mow it. And I was like, I
A
mean, I
week?
have people mow it for $40 a week right now. I was okay with going a little higher to do like a company doing it. Like if you guys are going to be doing weed eating and all kinds of other stuff, maybe it's like 70 or something like that. But I was like, I'll just pay a high school kid to do it, dude. I'm not paying that much money.
Yeah, I've had people come to give quotes and stuff to like clean out a place, and they just jumped in and did it, and then they sent me the bill, and I was like, I wanted a quote. Like I didn't want the place just cleaned like that.
Oh,
Mm.
wow. Like a cleaning company?
Yeah, it was a cleaning company.
Wow, I've never had anybody do that. They like at least what I've had so far is to like I'll come out and do a free estimate and then we go from there. But I've not had anybody just clean my house and then be like, well, here's the bill.
Yeah, that's odd.
It's
Especially
like,
because you have to agree upon a price prior to getting an invoice.
mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah. So if you don't use Thumbtack, then what is your main place to go get contractors, Jack?
I go to meetups. That's solely the whole reason why I go to
What?
meetups.
Oh, I thought you said beat ups, not meetups. I
Yeah,
was
back
like, you know
alley.
what? Maybe.
Yeah, yeah. Meetups and pet tour are pretty well known among the community.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Don't get Flavio started
What?
because Flavio says you have to wear a bulletproof vest every time we go to Pittsburgh or Gary. So
Mm, yeah. I don't know. I haven't stopped in Gary yet. Like as I've driven through, I just go straight through to Chicago.
I did. That's one of the reasons that I went to the Deal Maker conference in Gary last
Mhm.
year to see the who the investors are using as far as contractors go. And I was able to get a few numbers. And when I did needed something for a project that I didn't want to wait on, like the normal contractors that I use, I started calling them, but they all were like a month ahead of work. So they couldn't even get to my property for a month, which I think it's also a good sign if I
Mhm.
have the numbers of those people and they like, I'll get to your project, but I cannot promise you I'm going to be able to like walk it in 3 weeks from now. Right. And then you have that decision to make because obviously I'm not there. So I don't really have like the power of being like trying to keep up with them or calling them every week until like, do you have an opening now so you can go walk and maybe just shoot some numbers, even if they're like, a rare quote, like not like a to the point, even though I
Mhm.
maybe I want to go with you. But yeah, I that was more of the reason that I went for the conference. So I think what Jack is saying is yeah, you have to go and hear from other investors. And also too, when you're getting referrals, a lot of people may click with you and they some may not. Some people like I get referrals. I'm like, I don't think I can handle that person because of their personality, but that's fine too.
I'll tell you another thing I do is I get a lot of my stronger references and numbers from other contractors in the field. So, I mean, recently, or I was looking for a roofer, and I talked to a plumber. Be like, hey, what roofers do you know? Which ones do you like working with? Have you seen any that do good work at a kind of like a bang for buck type of thing? Not necessarily the cheapest, but not necessarily the most expensive. He's like, yeah, I got three.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think that's been a way that I like start out to try to find people. Like my
Yeah.
AC guy got me a plumber, my plumber got me an electrician, but nobody's been able to get me a guy that does concrete or some of the other things that I needed. So I asked some flippers. It's like, hey, who do you guys use? It's a little bit more expensive, but they can actually do the concrete work. So it's like, let's just get it done, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Um, I think I'm paying like $4,000 for a deck to be, or a concrete porch to be demoed, some tuck pointing on bricks, and then also a Trex deck to get built in place of the concrete porch. So I don't know. I thought that was pretty good.
Yeah, that doesn't sound too far fetched.
Yeah, yeah. I think one bid I got though was like like 6,000
Six or
something.
seven? No.
Yeah, 6 or 7,000. Yeah, that's what I was saying. 6,000 something. Um, but then that was through like a one contractor that this flipper knew, but they gave me another contractor that they use, and this guy was like, "Oh, just so you know, I do full houses too." But he was like, "Oh yeah, it's gonna be like $4,100 for this whole thing altogether to like repoint all the bricks that we were looking at, and then rebuilding that concrete porch. So it should be pretty nice."
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I did just recently lease one of my apartments too. This is exciting. 12.95 for one of my apartments. It's
Mm.
pretty
Is it
good.
a two-bedroom?
2 bedroom, 1 bathroom apartment.
Mm-hmm.
There is no in-unit washer and dryer either. 12.95.
Mm.
So that sets a new ceiling though with where I can start pushing all the rents,
Mm-hmm.
which with it being a commercial property makes that property worth a lot more, but also makes me think, man, I could push up the rents on my other property to higher than that, and they're not even close to that right now. So
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It's a good sign because I've heard rents are softening in some markets, and I'm glad to see that at least here. We've never been super close to like the luxury rental market. New builds where the only thing luxury is in the name. Um, but it's like $1,500-$1,600 a month. We've always been around like $1,200 a month, but now seeing that we can go, like mine could probably be at like 13 something. Like that's a
Mm-hmm.
big difference on a 3 unit building, let alone the other 12 that we have, where I could push those all up close to 1,300, where most of mine are around 1,000 right now.
Is this a triplex or this is like the 6 unit?
I'm talking about both together. So like
Okay.
the triplex, I think can be like 13 something to 1,400 per unit per month. Whereas like I thought it was crazy that I could get 1,200 for it like a year ago. And the 12 unit, I think we can start pushing those all up to around 1,300 a month, which is where we just leased this one at. Which
Mm-hmm.
is, if we can do that for all of them, that building is worth a lot more than we bought it for. Because when I bought it, the rents were like 800 and something.
800. Okay. That's pretty good.
It's insane. I mean, that because when like if you're looking at the property like valued on the cap rate, every $100 just divide 100 by 7%, and that's how much it increases in value per 100 per month per unit. So then you add all those together. I thought it was like a $300,000 or $400,000 like increase in value that I was looking at just by moving that. And yet again, I have a partner on that, so like
Mhm.
a fraction of that is mine, but still, it's pretty cool. I think.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah, makes you want to go the commercial route a little bit more. I was like, man, I remember why I like this. But what have you guys been up to?
Uh, just right now optimizing. I think I've been mentioning it in school that this is the first month I have all my units occupied, so full occupancy. I know, right? For 1 month, and then somebody's moving out next month, so I'm going back to one turnover. So that would be it. But for I'm not paying any contractors anymore, so I'm like kind of now hoarding cash flow, hoarding, but like really 1 month of hoarding cash flow. So hopefully it keeps on going for my goal of finishing cash reserves this year.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Are you thinking of at some point starting to use a lot of the cash flow together to just like knock out your smallest mortgages? Or are you going to keep debt on everything?
I think about it sometimes of knocking out that, but I'm not. I think my life right now and what
Mhm.
I'm trying to do doesn't sustain that to be paying off debt when I'm technically trying a new job and like for a year this upcoming year. So I don't think that's the easiest way like to move then right now. But I do have like one of the mortgages are like $42,000 left on it. So like that's just the lowest. And like I could probably get that knocked down in 1 year if we wanted to, if I wanted to, right? So think about it, but I don't know. I know there's a lot of people in school that are trying to like move into paying off debt more so than growing and scaling. I think that's great. But right now, like for the foreseeable 1 year, no.
Gotcha. Yeah, I think it's just like phases of the whole journey of growing the portfolio because I think where we're at right now, it doesn't make as much sense to try to hammer the debt down. I'm actually adding more debt to some of my properties so I can go buy more. I'm doing a long term burr, I guess, on my triplex and pulling out my initial down payment. And I'm looking at, I've been talking to Brannon and I've been talking with my county because I'm looking at buying a infill lot and then putting a new duplex on that and just see how that process goes. And if it's a little bit more expensive than it's supposed to be, it's a learning experience, then I can learn for the next one. But I think it's a good direction to go down because the maintenance cost is like minimal. And then eventually I can just sell some of those. We'll sell everything else, maybe pay off some of my new builds, and then bam, when
Mhm.
it's time to actually pull money from it. But right now I don't need any of that. And I think
Mhm.
you're are well, maybe with switching careers, you're in a different boat right now.
Yeah. It is. Construction is pretty cool though. Like I would think if you're able to build a duplex, why not a fourplex? Why not have like two houses or two
Or a 10
duplexes?
unit.
No, I was like listening to Vincent, who runs the out of state investor, and then he was able to he put a offer to the city of it used to be a school and they demolish the whole thing and it's just a plot of land right now, but he could potentially build a 60 unit apartment complex and he I guess started the work of like drafting up the easement and some rough plans and that's why he's submitting as an offer to the city and that's along the side of the jack right lumberjack.
Yeah,
uh,
lumberjack landlord.
he's he bought a jail if I'm not
Yeah.
mistaken. I'm not 100% sure. And then he's gonna convert it into transitional living, kind of co-living kind of thing, right? Like beds which you can have like multiple people and sharing restrooms and common areas, right? I think that's what he's doing. So along the sides, like that's pretty creative if you can swing that. I know like Vincent is doing in California, which I think is gonna take maybe years of completion, but one building can get him independently wealthy. So
Yeah, the thing with some of those projects is I feel like those are a lot more involved than doing a ground up development. Like one thing I'll see people post about all these office spaces that are empty right now. It's like, well, why can't we just convert them into apartments? Well, because none of the plumbing or the electrical or literally anything was set up to be an apartment building,
mhm.
so they have to redo all of that. The insulation wasn't done to soundproof the walls is everything right in terms of like firewalling off different floors or different rooms and stuff like that. It might be completely different. So it's just not as easy, I think, as just do well. And also they're doing massive projects, it sounds like, as like
Mhm.
a small ground up development where I'm like, this is the plot of land and this is exactly what needs to go on it. GC, here's the stuff, do your work.
Yeah, yeah, no, I understand.
Yeah, I do see some people saying hi in the chat. We got BuzzTune, Trade Better 99, Mark, the financial firefighter.
Mark is here.
We got Jonathan saying hi. Hello, Jonathan. How's it going? We got Gus, Steven. All right. Yeah, I was just checking if there was anybody else that said hi. Oh, Jen's in here too. Hey, Jen.
Wait, what does that say? Your friend may have lower standards than you. Like, what is that about?
Oh, it was when we were talking about contractors. So, like finding good contractors and stuff like that. Like,
Okay.
you don't know if the contractor they use is going to be exactly what you're looking for. Like, just because the price is better doesn't mean they are better. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
I think that's what he was trying to say. Because he was like, because we were talking about, oh yeah, some people are like way too expensive and all that, and he was saying like, hey, you might pick somebody that is like not very reliable, or they might, they might be cheaper, but like at what cost? Well, it's probably like your materials or the people doing it are not pulling permits. Oh, hey, Jason.
Yeah, I know someone at work. They picked a contracted company to remodel their bathroom, and sorry, it's been a absolute nightmare for them. It's been like 3 or 4 months without a bathroom now, and I'm sitting there thinking to myself, just like, I do side work. I could have got. I was like, I could have got this done a lot quicker, especially
Yeah,
with the subs I know.
sounds like Curtis. 3 months with no bathroom.
Yeah, more like a year and a half, right?
Yeah, he had a
And
half
a
bath
shower.
though, right?
He had
Yeah,
what?
yeah,
He had the
he had a half bath. He just didn't have a
Yeah.
shower.
Oh, see that's a little bit more manageable. You do have to go to the gym every day. Hopefully you're showering every day. But yeah, that I don't know. I feel like finding reliable people to work with in the contractor space is just it's difficult. And like Frank was saying, there's levels to the quality of work that people are meant for. Kind of like you were talking about, where certain agents are really good to work with home buyers, whereas investors want a specific type of agent, and so on. It's just not like one size fits all for everyone. Yeah, I've just been having difficulty finding people that can do work at prices that make sense
Well, I
or
think too.
are
I think
reliable.
too that like there's contractors that want to do the absolute best, highest quality, and they're great for residential stuff,
Mhm.
but they don't work for us at all in the investor side of stuff, where it's just like we need to make this safe, functional, and operational, and just kind of keep moving forward. We're like, no, these tiles must be perfect, and we're like, just paint it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I guess the question is, do you want to do my $30,000 whole house remodel, or do you want to do that $100,000 kitchen remodel? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I think what that also comes down to communication. Like, I think I was listening to somebody else saying, like, this is exactly where the mirror going to be. This is exactly what the outlet's going to be. This is exactly what the tile that I want, which is like the 199 per square feet.
Mhm.
This exactly, as opposed to let them just buy the tiles that they want or buy the type of flooring that they want. Like, you, as an investor, have to be very specific. Like, the max amount of materials that I want is this. Like, that's the max quality that I'm aiming for. Versus to like, give me a code for everything. uh you have to be very specific at communicating that too. This is like, I'm not gonna live here, but I
Yeah.
need it to be operational, adorable, and withstand like children and kids and like pets and stuff like that.
Yeah.
We should just start building jail cells. You know that they're durable, they're operational, everything's made out of stainless. Just it'll last forever.
That it will. You could make it like a rent by the room.
Well, the
Yeah,
industrial looking type of apartments, lofty areas, that's basically like, to me, it screams Joe. Like concrete walls, concrete
Oh my.
floors, big windows, like just wires coming off for lighting. Like, okay, like that's the minimum, the minimal thing that you will see at a jail. Not that I've ever been in jail, but I would think so.
People in the city love exposure. I'll tell you that.
I know.
Yeah. I don't know. Like when I'm in the city though, and I see like the concrete, not concrete, like the steel bars on the windows and stuff like that, and I'm like, maybe I need to go to a different part of the city. You know what I mean? Like, hey, why is that AC unit in a cage? We don't need AC units in a cage in my neighborhood. Oh.
I was thinking like maybe Tam Tuck works out for Dion because he doesn't live like right in the city,
Mhm.
and he lives on like more the outside areas, unincorporated areas of the city. So there is less competition. Like the more people that are on Tam Tuck, like they do this for a living, as opposed to feel like when you do this, like if I for example open Thumbtack here, there's like a million, not a million, but like thousands of like options that I could go with, right? And then the majority of people are trying to get the most out of their side hustle, so like bid the higher prices, as opposed to like maybe outside the city when there's less access to contractors or like handyman. You're like, I want this person to keep contracting me for other things, not just this particular thing.
Mm-hmm. Well, I've also found too when I'm doing bigger jobs, I can usually get a lot of other things thrown into it for a fraction of the price of actually just having that thing done on its own because they already have the whole team there and everything.
Mhm.
So I try to do that when I can. Like, hey, while you're painting the whole house and doing the roof and the gutters, would you mind redoing the bathroom as well? Um, just found that's made it a lot more cost effective, but it makes sense because if they're going to have a team there, they might as well make as much money while they're there as they can, and it doesn't
Mhm.
make too much of a difference whether they add on a few more things.
You said it doesn't make a lot of difference, but like Frank and Jim had this thing like in which when they're working in a house, they said if you're adding another task to their day, like they don't have the material and then it's gonna cost more time, and then
Mhm.
they could do all of those things, but it throws them off from their whole day schedule. And then I think,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah, no, I don't add stuff on while they are there at the job site. I meant before I have them do it, like I'll try to package as many things that I want them to do together as possible and then just have them bid that because that you get a lot more stuff in. I'm not saying if they're already there working and you want to throw like, hey, well, you're doing those gutters. You want to do the bathroom too? I mean, like, I'll walk the job site with them and just say, I want you to do this, 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 and this, and list off all the things I want done to finish the whole project. And then you can get them to bid that. And generally, you'll be able to roll in a lot more things that if you had individual trades go do that, it'd be
Yeah.
more expensive than just having one GC knock it all out.
Did you guys write a scope of works?
Um, yeah, sometimes. I mean, it just depends. Like, if I'm having a whole house done, yes. If I'm having like I'm having that deck replaced, I just said, hey, knock out the concrete, put up new posts and a hand railing, and then do a Trex deck. I didn't even tell him what color of Trex to use, mostly because I don't care. But I assume he's going to go with like a gray or something like that. But if he goes with brown, I mean, it still blends in with the property, so it's not going to be that big of a deal.
Mm-hmm.
Do you do like really in-depth scopes of work?
Usually, yeah.
Yeah,
Usually they're.
that's smart. The way I do it is not the right way to do it. You should always do what Lynn does. Make it in depth so if they mess something up, they're like, well, actually, if you look at item 10.1 on the scope of work, you were supposed to do this and you didn't do that correctly, so you're gonna have to pay for that.
Yeah, so like we do is like we do a scope of work, we have the contractor sign it, and then they send us their own contract. with phases, right? Like phase one, phase two, and timelines for payment. But if anything is missing on our scope of work, we send them back. And then let's say there's no shutters,
Mhm.
like no, our scope of work says still shutters, even though you didn't put it up on your contract, you signed ours. So you go back and put the closet door on, put the shutter back on. Like there's no mirror in the bathroom. Like what the heck?
Yeah, like gotta get this done. Too bad it was on the scope of work. You signed it. Yeah, I mean that's probably the smartest way to do it. I just I'm usually on them a lot when I'm doing these projects, like especially when they're in-depth projects too. So like they might see me every day, if not every other day, when they're doing like a long project that's going to take like a month to do. So I don't think I like. Whereas you have the this really in-depth scope of work, I'll have like the high-level things that they need to do, but I'll be talking with them about everything that they are doing and like go there with them and like talk about it. So that
I
that
found
might,
it that if you just talk to them, look, they forget. Like it has to be
yeah.
written down, like on text, via email, or something that they sign, because they won't. They're like, no, I never said that. And I'm like, oh, really? Okay, well, there's this text right here. Like I
Let me email it to you.
let me screenshot back back into your. That's your name.
Yeah, I think that's a good way to keep people accountable. Jack, did you change your channel name?
No, why?
It says Jack Stewart enjoys real estate. I thought it was Jack's
Oh,
business.
I connected to the wrong channel.
Oh, that's not
Oh
your
no,
channel?
no, that's the different one. That's the one where I have my premium connected.
Okay. Makes sense. I just saw that name and I thought it was like Jack's business
Yeah,
dog.
no. Sorry, I got mixed up. I that way I can keep adding comments as we're going along, but I'm using the one I pay for instead of the one my streaming one. I should use the streaming one.
Gotcha. That makes sense.
How rude.
What,
I'm a
yawning?
horrible person.
We're not
Yeah.
entertaining enough for you.
No, I'm just tired. I've been running around a lot. We do have All Nighter Hider popping in. I saw that you were on a podcast recently with, I want to say, Mark and some other people. I haven't got a chance to see it yet. Need to check it
Mark
out.
I
and
haven't
Lauren,
either,
no?
so don't spoil it for me.
Well, I didn't see it yet, so I can't.
What
But
was the topic? I forgot.
what was our topic?
Oh, he the no, the topic for all nighter
Oh, I
hider.
was like, what?
No. Contractors. I know our topic. I meant like the networking part.
Oh, yeah.
I think how to grow up or have success by networking, and I think he has done such a great job at like getting proximity of like amazing people by networking.
Oh, yeah. All you got to do is the YouTube moderation, and then you're now in the end. He does the YouTube moderation for all of the real estate YouTubers. It seems like.
It's called making friends. He said.
Yeah. Yeah. No, that's good. Oh, not networking. It's making friends. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, I like that a little bit more.
I have 500 friends. Imagine.
Yeah. Oh, I got a guy for that. No, that's good. But yeah, the contractor piece is something that I just need to get better about finding people for. Oh,
Hmm.
yeah, there you go, Jack. That's the channel that I thought it was. Unless there's another Jack Stewart in the chat.
Jack's business talk.
Yeah, but so I guess the consensus that we've pretty much came to is just like going to meetings and stuff like that is and talking with existing real estate investors is the easiest way to find stuff. I have been trying to go through people that I know, but it sounds like the going to the networking events is probably going to be the next thing that I need to start doing.
Hmm.
Oh, Gus is asking about your thing about being $1 million in debt. How's
Yeah,
that
you
feel?
should take a look at it.
She's like, you need to watch the
View
video.
it. You should like it and you should comment.
Yeah, you need to comment. If you're not subscribed, you still need to subscribe.
Yeah.
You know, maybe invite her on a video. I know you do a
Hmm.
podcast, Gus, so you guys could do a podcast.
Right, right.
I do a podcast with them.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
No, I'm saying if I was invited, I would do one.
Oh, there you go, Gus.
If you were invited, right?
If I'm
See,
invited, I
Yeah,
would
of
do one.
course.
me, Gus, and Mark have an episode coming out on Gus's channel sometime soon.
Oh,
Yeah. And then there was another lady that she has like 20K subscribers on Instagram. I think it's Maples Invest. She's an investor in Arizona, but she was on there with us too. We were
okay.
just talking shit about bigger pockets. No, I'm just kidding.
Ah,
We were actually talking about like how that's the origin for like everybody that invests in real estate is like watching bigger pockets videos, listening to podcasts, stuff like that.
I've fallen off the real estate rookie, which is bigger pockets too, but um, the original show, I think Henry Washington is more present right now. I'm enjoying his
Yeah.
episodes because he's really in it. Like for the beginning, like I don't know, maybe this is not talking shit, but the other host, I forgot his name, David something.
David. Yeah.
Yeah. Um. So this guy, he doesn't never tell you where he invests. He doesn't tell you the prices of like his properties, or he always does say that he buys for appreciation, and he has a W two still. Like I don't like there's he talks about real estate more so, but Henry Washington is like actively wholesaling, flipping,
Mhm.
selling, buying, and helping other people buy as well. So I'm enjoying his take on different little things.
Yeah. Yeah. Dave works. Well, I mean, yeah, of course he works at Bigger Pockets, but uh, yeah. So I don't think he's has necessarily the same vision, I guess, as like some of the people in the community. Because a lot of the people that I think of when I think of Bigger Pockets, it's like they're entrepreneurs and they own real estate, or like they used to be people that had W-2, now they just own a bunch of real estate, but they also like doing this podcasting thing and like sharing stuff with people and talking. Like that's why I like listening to like Tony and Ashley, and Henry Washington's a really good example. David, or is it David or Dave? I think it's Dave Meyer. Dave Meyer.
Okay. Yeah,
He's really good at like talking about the data and stuff in real
yeah.
estate. I just don't think he has the same goal because he enjoys working at Bigger Pockets, so he's not trying to like build a massive portfolio quickly or like over a few years and just be done with it. Whereas like I feel like a lot of us, that is what we were trying to do, was build a portfolio to the point where we don't have to work if we don't want to, and then do something else.
Yeah, I think that I don't know if it's gone down on viewership, but I also follow him on Instagram. So he's like making sandwiches and giving you updates about like the market and stuff. I'm like, okay, I think they're trying to get the viewership up.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like they for a while were talking about like really crazy stuff on the main podcast as far as like things people are doing, like somebody that runs a syndication fund or something like that. Whereas now, if you notice, they've started to mirror a lot of the things that Zuber talks about on his show and we all talk about on ours, which is just, buy some real estate, don't focus on getting rich like in a year or two. Try to make it a decade plan, and you can get really rich over time. It's just how inflation works. If you can hold the assets and the cash flow increases, you will be rich.
Yeah.
Hey Gus, I put in the chat the link to Lynn's video about being $1 million in debt.
Congratulations. Did you get a cake or anything?
No, but nobody else knows. I mean, just the YouTube family. If
Uh,
I tell my family, they would be like, what the actual F?
yeah. Yeah. Like it doesn't feel too bad when those rents come in every month. You're like, would you take $1 million in debt on a $2 million portfolio? I would. Hey, it looks like Gus is saying when he said you and Lynn, I don't know if he was talking to me or talking to Jack, either or. I'm sure
Maybe
everybody.
all three of us. Maybe it'll
Yeah,
be like a podcast,
yeah,
interviews another podcast.
yeah, yeah. We could do like a co-podcast, Gus, all of us on there. I know he's lining up a bunch of podcasts too, so he
Yeah.
can keep like he's I think when I had talked to him. I don't know how much he once said, so I just think he had recorded like 3 or 4 episodes like that same week, just so he can be ahead, which is so
Yeah.
smart. I wish we could do that, but we do lives, so we can't really do that very easily.
We
Yeah,
can
that's kind of
always do lives. There's a way, I forget how, but I used to do this. I would shoot lives, but then I would delay them actually going out. So like it would interact with YouTube and you would still have the comments and stuff and you can make your live. But then like it would go public like maybe a week later.
Are you talking about a premiere?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So a premiere, I think of like if you're trying to hype up a video and you want to like watch the video when it's first posted with your
Oh no
audience.
no 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 no. I mean like before you launch in YouTube, you can do the live. Like you can have like restream and all that do it,
Mhm.
but you can delay it actually going live. Like so
like it
not
doesn't post immediately after finishing up the live. It has a
yeah. So like
delay posting, yeah.
Mm.
yeah, so it connects and people can interact, and same thing as like we're doing. But then like to
Mhm.
rewatch it, it won't get posted for like another week.
See, but what I was thinking was doing like 2 or 3 episodes in a weekend, and then we do that every 2 weeks, and then we've got like, a pipeline of episodes that need to go out. But then you don't get the whole audience interaction thing.
Yeah, that is true.
Um, but yeah, I'll have to check out your video, Lynn. I didn't see that, but congratulations.
What?
I
That's
I
a
listened to it, but
milestone.
I was in the middle of a batch change, so I missed half of what you said. So I need to go back and re-listen to it.
Yeah, well, it sounds like he needs to watch
I'm
the
just
video
helping
too.
out your channel because I'm helping the view rate. The more I keep missing, the more I have to listen to it, and watch count's going to go through the roof. And it might just be me watching it 50 times.
Singles are handling 50 more views because you're watching it constantly.
It's like I've got short term memory loss. I forgot the last 5 minutes, so I need to rewind. Uh, no, I'll check that out after this. But no, that's good. I mean, I guess I'll learn more about the portfolio size and everything like that when I watch the video.
Yeah, I think I didn't realize Suber was doing like portfolio reviews every Sunday too, and I just came out with that um kind of like when he's doing portfolio reviews. Are you guys going to have a portfolio review?
He already did one kind of with me to like talk
Okay.
about, but
Yeah.
that was the one that I did a while back. I don't know. I guess maybe see if more people in the community want to go do that one because I've kind of already done one. But I mean, go on if
I
you want
kind
to.
of already did one with him last year, and I've been on his channel a few times. So I kind of want other people to have that experience and go through it. Plus, there's some major shifts I'm making with my portfolio this year, and I would kind of honestly would rather have his opinion in the new year, like maybe right before the Vegas event, than right now.
Oh yeah, you're selling, right? You're selling one of your
Yeah, I'm
duplexes.
gonna sell and I'm gonna make some massive changes here in like the next 9 months or so.
There you go.
Yeah,
We
because I'm gonna sell, do a debt hammer, try to buy two more rentals, and without all that overhead, I might be able to walk out of my W-2 this year, like around Thanksgiving.
Awesome.
I'm not financially free, but I'm financially independent, and I can bridge the difference at that point just doing side work. And for the health reasons and having to just everything that they expect out of you and the steady night shifts and constantly screwing up your sleep schedule and not being able to interact and get things done during the day like I should be able to, it's just not worth riding out the last couple of years because when I was running the numbers between what I could be making, doing the side job stuff and making my primary, it would actually I would actually make more doing that than what I'm doing at my W-2 job. So I don't want to just be like, okay, hey, I have all this overhead. Let's just burn the ships and go leave now. It's like, no, let's do this responsibly, get through this year, take care of all this stuff, and then I'll be sitting in a much prettier spot with a lot less overhead looming over my head and can actually make the switch. And that way, if for some reason the first like 3 or 4 months I don't have any work, I'm not scrambling.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. Yeah, I feel like I've been in that like that financially independent, but not financially free mode for a while now. At least since I bought the other building, just because between the two, one of the properties is already paying like all of my stuff right now, but once I have them both paying, which starts next month because I finally paid off all my debt on that building, um, I'll be at a point where like everything's covered plus quite a bit more, but it's not enough to like not work. And I also don't want to like, prevent myself from continuing to build a portfolio. So I can't just jump like that. But if you have a lot of stuff that, you can switch to, that is also all within that realm, I mean, that's good.
Yeah. I think real estate is probably the gateway drug to like entrepreneurship for
Mhm.
a lot of like the people that are here investing in real estate. And I
Yeah.
mean, it speaks to the drive of like wanting to do more, right, with your life than just have a boss. Like, I don't have a bad job, and I'm like trying to gaslight myself every morning, like with a gratitude journal. Like, I love my job, but no, I'm thankful for my job. I don't love my job, but definitely I want that to change. I want to have like a softer life. I want to decrease my cortisol levels. Like,
See, I feel
basically.
like mine is already pretty relaxed
Yeah.
because I just sit at home in my office and I just work on stuff, and um, it's I don't feel like it's that hard, and I work from 7 to 3, so it's like by the time 3 rolls around, I already have like a whole day to still go do stuff. So,
Humble flex over here.
oh yeah,
I like
sorry,
drive through 100 miles every day, and I'm like, okay, I'm really tired.
yeah, yeah. My fiance's like that too. She'll want to nap all the time, like after work, before work, a pre-dinner nap. But no,
Free dinner nap.
yeah, no, like after I get off work, I usually try to go to the gym, and then, well, since I moved here, because my gym is like 2 minutes down the street, and then just start working on some real estate stuff if I have anything. I think my last thing is I want to get rid of the listings I have right now because I have two left, and they are proving tricky to get sold. So I think I might see if there's another agent or office that wants to take these two listings, and I can just do a referral or not. I don't even care if I really get a referral on these. I just want to unload them so I can focus on the new development.
Mhm.
So we shall see on that.
Yeah. So pausing all buying right now for you, for Dylan.
Only until my refinance is done,
And then
which,
you're gonna buy.
yeah, I was supposed to have my refinance done already, but the appraiser lending one was working with here.
Oh, I use
Yeah,
that. I just used that too, lending one.
Yeah, so they had a bunch of revisions going back and forth. So like I was supposed to have my appraisal like last Monday or Tuesday, and I'm supposed to have it like next Tuesday through Thursday. So
Mm.
yeah, but if that comes in good, I plan on using the proceeds to buy land in cash and then
Mhm.
use that and go to a different bank for the collateral to do the construction project.
Yeah. Did you have your rates changed since you had the loan estimate to what it's now?
I think it's like 6.6 instead of I think it was going to be 6.51. But
Yeah. Mine went up to 6.5 to 6.7. I'm supposed to close like in 2 weeks.
oh, okay. So maybe it's up even more. I hope not. Are you doing a 5.5?
5.5.
So like instead of a 5.4321 on the prepayment penalty, just say
Mhm.
5 flat. So anytime within 5 years, if you sell or not sell, if you refinance them out, you have a prepayment penalty.
No, 5.4321.
Okay, so I'm doing a 5.5. Yeah, wow, and you're 10 basis points more expensive. I might see
Hmm.
if I can do that instead.
Hmm.
But yeah, so no buying right now. I'm trying to not put more money into real estate at the moment. I'm just trying to save my personal money as cash and then just do this refinance, take the refinance money, and try to do another property. I have my credit line too, so I can use that for some of it as well. And then just try to, start just keep hoarding cash. So maybe I can save it for my own deal while the real estate's buying the next deal.
Yeah, that makes sense. I had my first business credit card.
Ooh,
I feel like a grown up.
you haven't had one for the rentals
No,
so far? Oh, wow.
I wasn't buying under an LLC, so I
Mm.
didn't really open a business credit card.
Okay. I've just always had one
Hmm.
for like receiving the rents and doing all the managing expenses and stuff like that. But I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter if you're not.
I'm
Um,
trying to hit that threshold to get 100,000 points worth of airline.
oh yeah. Which one did you get? The
Chase Inc.
platinum? Hmm?
Chase Inc.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
The ink card. Nice. So what does it spend? Like 6K to get that 1K?
8K.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Pretty nice. I'm sure you can do that pretty easily too.
Yeah, I'm just waiting for these taxes to hit for the seller finance notes that I have. I have like the taxes and the insurance separate.
Mhm.
So taxes May, right? April is when I can pay. So those are gonna take over
Hmm.
those expenses.
No, that makes sense. So that should be like a large part of that is just paying
Yeah.
those.
Yeah.
Oh, nice, nice. Well, that's just like getting a discount on your taxes. One sec. Somebody's asking me for a lockbox code.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. Life of being a realtor. 0, 0, 0, 0. But yeah, I'm kind of just like holding right now to see how much I get from this. Like, it would be pretty nice though to be able to do that next construction deal. Just with the
What is your worst case scenario, best case scenario that you get back?
well, I thought that the property should appraise for like 400K. Um, the worst case scenario is it comes in at like 300K, and then it's not even worth it to do the refinance, and I just wasted like
Mhm.
$700. Um, my medium case is it comes in at 330, and I can still pull out the 50
Mhm.
and get a what is that 25% LTV. Um, my next best case is it comes in at 350. I can pull out like 60K, and then anything higher is just fantastic. I hope that happens.
Yeah.
But just waiting to see where they come in at that. The issue is there's not many 3 units that trade in my area, and the multifamily that has been trading is just like a lot of time really subpar quality. So like they haven't redone the insides or anything yet, and it's selling for like 100 and something a door. And my property I bought for like 250 divided by three, I guess. Quick math, like
Mhm.
80 something a door. So my thought process was it would be stupid if it didn't appraise for what I think it should appraise for, which is like roughly 350, because a lot of things I saw were like 107 a door without a garage, and I have a 2-car garage in the back.
I don't want to be negative, but my last appraisal was really bad.
Oh my gosh. Uh,
Sorry. And I
yeah.
went with a different lender and I got another appraisal. It basically came out the same number. So I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna, even though I still think my house is 3 bedrooms, 2 baths, like 1,200 square feet,
Hmm.
aluminum siding, basically. Rehab like last year. So it's been a year since like they have tenants on, right? So like there's some wear and tear on the property. So I think that's dinging me
Hmm.
per se. But it's also like all the appraisal, all the comps that they provide for me, it's all 3 bedrooms, 1 bath. So I was just like, you guys are not counting the additional bath. So like doesn't make sense. This is the lowest appraisal I had for Gary since I started at 115. And I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna get over it. I mean, it still works out for me, even at 115. But
Mm.
I just wanted more.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I think it just depends on what appraiser you get, because a lot of that is just their opinion on what they think the property is worth. Of course, it's based on comps, but like there's a lot of opinions involved in developing the actual appraisal amount.
Yeah.
Well, did you all have anything else that you wanted to discuss? Looks like All Nighter Hider is draining the system so he can make the repairs.
Yeah, you gotta make sure to throw your plumbing up against the wall first to make sure it's cooked the whole way through.
Oh yeah, pasta.
Yeah, yeah, because you were saying it's a spaghetti
Yeah.
plumbing.
What is this spaghetti plumbing? I don't understand.
It means it's all intertwined and it's hard to follow.
Oh, okay. I thought it was like a type of like pipe.
No, it just means it's a big mess.
We say the same thing with code. Like if it's just absolutely abysmal, we'll just say spaghetti code, just because we're like, whoever wrote this was a very dumb person because they did this all wrong. But then you find out that there's a reason that they did it that way, and you have to end up doing the exact
same thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're like, well, it doesn't work out.
Well, I guess I tried to do a thing. I had a strategy, and the strategy just didn't work.
I tried to do it right, but we're gonna do it wrong.
Which makes it right.
Yes.
It works.
So good job, whoever was that you're behind.
Yeah. Make sure to open every valve so there's no surprise water in the middle of the job. Yeah, that's a good point.
How fun is that? I mean, why wouldn't you want to like be working on something and just have a big thing of water just hit you in the face? I mean, sounds like fun.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
I had that situation happen recently at my parents' house. I was fixing it got cold and the one line started to break. Like I could see it was going to break, so I just jumped it before it broke. And I don't know where all this water was coming from, but it just would not stop draining. So I just had to work on it with water coming at me.
You just put your finger in and hold it, and then try to work with your other hand.
I had to make a solder connection, so that wasn't going to work.
Oh no!
Because one of the first, yeah. Well, I think if there's no more comments, now's a good time for us to wrap things up.
Okay. Oh, it sounds like All Nighter Hider's in Gary right now. Nice.
Yeah. Well, good luck, All Nighter.
Good luck.
Good luck. All right. Well, it was nice talking to you guys, and I will see you next weekend.
See you next weekend.